Before we dive in, let me pose a question. What if pipeline engineering assessments could evolve from dense, reactive paperwork into dynamic, field-ready tools? Tools that actually drive operational confidence, reduce costs, and elevate safety across your entire gathering system. That's exactly what we're digging into today. The transformation of pipeline integrity management through the powerful synergy of TPA Engineering Assessment Reports and TRIAGE by AbaData. Let's start with the core issue. Traditional engineering assessment reports. They're often rigid, slow to produce, and built on generalized templates and outdated assumptions. They might satisfy compliance checkboxes, but they rarely offer the precision or practicality that field ops teams and asset integrity leads need to actually manage risk on the ground. The TPA Engineering Assessment Reporting Service changes all that. These reports are powered by TRIAGE by AbaData, a regionally validated hazard classification system that incorporates advanced over-life performance metrics, operational history, and predictive analytics to deliver assessments with true depth and accuracy. Think of it like replacing a static spreadsheet with a live dashboard, or upgrading from a folded map to real-time GPS. TRIAGE tells you where the risks are, why they exist, and how to mitigate them based on actual operating history, not theoretical assumptions. So what makes these reports different? First, it's the data foundation. TRIAGE calculates internal and external corrosion risk using a suite of mechanistic and historical variables: CO2 partial pressure, fluid phase composition, flow regime, water holdup, and thermal profile. And it goes a step further, incorporating upstream well behavior as a predictive factor in accelerated corrosion risk. This means every report is grounded in the specific realities of the pipeline being assessed, its design, its operational context, its history. And that kind of specificity opens the door to risk-aligned mitigation strategies that are clear, credible, and cost-effective. Let's be specific. Say your pipeline has a low likelihood of corrosion-related failure under current operating conditions. Traditional integrity models might still recommend hydro testing, just to be safe. But with TRIAGE, you get a detailed, data-supported justification for risk-appropriate alternatives like in-service leak testing. That saves money, it reduces downtime, and it eliminates unnecessary disruption. And when the pipeline does present real risk, you get tailored mitigation. The report doesn't just say, monitor corrosion. It tells you where to pig, how often, what type of inhibitor is most effective, and when to reevaluate. The result? Focused resources, reduced waste, and enhanced reliability. Let's bring this to life with a real-world example. A mid-size operator recently acquired a suite of 35 legacy pipelines. Most had been constructed in the 1990s. Historical data was scarce. There were no ILI runs, no internal coupons, no inhibitor history, only some cathodic protection records. The AER flagged the data gaps as a potential barrier to license transfer. But by commissioning TPA Engineering Assessment Reports, powered by TRIAGE, the operator was able to validate the pipeline's external protection strategy through regional sibling performance trends. Internally, TRIAGE pinpointed high-risk well influences and flagged where corrosion risk may have previously occurred, using upstream well pressure, flow rate, and water production data to estimate likely damage profiles. The result? The new owner was able to demonstrate a proactive mitigation strategy, complete with field-ready execution plans and a credible risk profile. The acquisition was approved, and reactivation proceeded without delay. This isn't just about satisfying regulators. It's about elevating the standard. Integrity programs built on TRIAGE aren't reactive, they're predictive. And for operators managing large, complex networks, TRIAGE offers something that's never been available before: portfolio-wide risk visibility. Imagine being able to view the risk status of every pipeline in your gathering system on a single screen. Identify patterns, pinpoint root causes, prioritize spend, based on consequence and likelihood, not just compliance. That's what happens when you combine TPA Engineering Assessment Reports with a subscription to TRIAGE by AbaData. You get a living integrity management strategy that evolves as your assets do, as flow rates change, as new wells are tied in, as terrain shifts. TRIAGE keeps pace, updating mitigation guidance as new data becomes available. And let's not forget the financial impact. In case study after case study, TRIAGE-supported reports have cut integrity program costs by 30 to 50% compared to legacy methods, without compromising safety. In fact, they improve it. So what's the takeaway? If you're still relying on template-based reports or generic corrosion models, there's a better way. The combination of TPA Engineering Assessment Reports and TRIAGE by AbaData brings clarity, confidence, and credibility to your pipeline integrity strategy. Ready to take your integrity program from static to strategic? Visit trustedpipelineadvisor.com or get in touch. Let's put the data to work so you can stay ahead of risk, reduce cost, and elevate performance. This is the Trusted Pipeline Advisor podcast. Until next time, stay smart, stay safe, and stay ahead.